Hey guys, welcome to Johnson Auto Plaza here in Brighton. And every time I'm here, that means I've done something good, which is buy a new car. And that is a new car that I just purchased. This is, of course, the new C8 mid-engined Corvette. The reason we bought it as TFL is because I've always wanted one, and when they first came out, they were selling way above sticker. And then this one kind of found me in some ways, and that's kind of sometimes the best way to get a car. And when I say by found me, I know that sounds a little goofy, but this car belonged to the owner of Johnson's Auto Plaza. And while it looks brand new, it's not. This is a 2020 3LT C8 with all the bells and whistles. So it was pretty expensive when it was new, and the owner only put out about 8,000 miles. So 2020 is the first year, if I'm not mistaken, of production, which means that when these were originally for sale, dealers were asking and getting almost 10K above sticker. Now this one only has 4,000 miles. It is the 3LT with the Magna Ride, the Z51 package, which of course gets you the bigger brakes. Look at those brakes, how massive are those? It gets you the exhaust with the baffles. It gets you this magnificent V8, and that's one of the reasons I really bought it, because as you know, V8s, well, not with Chevy, but with a lot of places, are a dying breed. These are little pieces that come with it, and I wanted to get a V8 while the going's good. Now, I did trade a car in on this because even though it's 2020, it was still relatively expensive, so we said goodbye to our Defender 90 to purchase this. That means that we lost a lot of money on it. So we bought that Defender for $53,000, and I managed to get $42,000 6 months later on a trade-in. And one of the reasons for that number is people are just afraid of Land Rovers in general in terms of their reliability. And it's kind of crazy. I mean, look at all the room in this. So not only is there a rear trunk, but there's also this front trunk. And for a car that, costs a third or quarter of what a Porsche might cost, certainly what a Ferrari might cost, right? Not a third or quarter, maybe half of what an equivalent Porsche might cost. This new Vette that I just purchased only has 6,000 miles on it, but unfortunately, because it's 2020, it's already out of warranty. Now, there is a good solution for that, and that, of course, is Grainger. By clicking on the link below, you guys can get extended warranty from Grainger, which will cover this, even with 6,000 miles, if something were to go wrong. And, while Vettes are Chevys, they are expensive to fix. And so for peace of mind, click on the link below. Now, this one, because it belonged to the owner, has all more bells and whistles, so he did coat this, ceramic coating, got carbon fiber right there. I'm gonna say this was close to maybe $100,000 car. And look at that, it still has, I didn't think about that, look at that, it still has the, oh, that's so satisfying, even 5 years later, to take that off, the little screen protector. And let's start it up for the first time. Now, I have driven a number of these. Oh yeah, that sounds magnificent, that V8. Some people don't like this setup because it kind of is very driver-centric and the passengers over there, but I don't really mind it. I think that this is actually really nice. So we've got the upgraded Bose. We also have the little front end lift, which actually is nice because you can set it based on the GPS to wherever your house is, so that every time you pull up to your house, it lifts. 490 horsepower in a standard C8, but this one, because it has the added benefit of the exhaust, it's got 495, so 5 more horsepower. I love this red stitching right there. Same thing right here. And sometimes, you know, when a car comes in TFL colors and it finds you, you can't just be like, yeah, I'm going to pass it up. So you're probably wondering how much it cost. And I have to say, you know, it wasn't inexpensive. It was $72,000. They gave me $42,000 for the Defender, which meant that I just wrote a check for $30,000 to upgrade to a C8 Corvette that's 5 years old. But it only has, sorry, 6,000 miles. I was wrong. 6,000 miles as opposed to, you know, 16,000 miles, or like most cars, a lot more mileage than that. Now, I got to drive this on the launch with Tommy, and we both fell in love with this car. And of course, the rub in any Corvette is that it's an old man car. And let's face it, I'm not an old man, but I'm not a young man. I'm not a spring chicken. And there's something that, you know, starts to resonate as you get older with the Corvette. And part of that, of course, is just the fact that it is, and I'm going to say this word, a supercar bargain. Now, of course, this is, in Corvette world, the base one. So even though it's got the 3LT and it's got the Z51 package, it's still, at least in horsepower terms, not that great compared to the E-Ray, which is the all-wheel drive Corvette, which has 2 electric motors in the front, or of course the Z06, which is out. Z06, 146,000. So it kind of makes the non-Z06 a bargain. Half price, not bad. Or the ZR1, which is coming out, or the rumored Zora, which will have, I don't know, over 1,000 horsepower. But you know, I've driven a lot of fast cars on a lot of different roads, on a lot of different tracks, and over 600 miles, sorry, over 60 horsepower, over 600 horsepower, it gets more sketchy than fun. And so the great thing about a car with just 500 horsepower is that it's very streetable. And I don't love race cars for the road. And even though this has all the bits and pieces to go on a track, I don't think that's something that I will be doing. I think we'll just compare this with some of the other high-performance cars that are in the TFL stable, like the BMW i8. We have a Aston Martin, and take a drag racing, and then just see what it's like to live with a Corvette. So I would love to entitle this video, I got a smoking deal on a Corvette. Next door to us at the GMC dealer, they had a smoking deal on a Corvette. They were asking $55,000 for a C8, white with a bright red interior, blood red interior, should I say. But when I looked at the Carfax, it had been hit on every corner. So I did some shopping around, and at some point I thought to myself, you know what? I'd rather spend more money and get a clear Carfax, buy it from a guy I know, buy a car with low miles, and in the end, you know, there's that saying, buy the best car you could afford, and this is the best car I could afford. So stay tuned for a lot more videos with this. I'm about to go take it for a ride, and we'll do a first drive video with it very soon. I'm gonna go pick up Tommy at the airport tonight and surprise him with it. I told him I was selling the Land Rover, but I didn't tell him that I was buying this. So he's very conservative, so he'll probably think this was a bad investment in TFL funds. But, you know, sometimes you just got to say, got to buy a Corvette. I certainly did. All right, we'll see you guys next time. I'm about to hit the road. Ciao. Remember, head on to alltfl.com for more news, views, and coming very soon, all kinds of cool C8 reviews. And we'll look at it as a daily driver. We'll look at it as something that, you know, is not too precious to have fun with. See you guys next time. Ciao.